and identify areas for improvement across your entire organization. Reward top performers with detailed analytic reports that show how each team member spends their time. Notch HR Time Tracker helps employees achieve a better work-life balance by providing visibility into time management. Our platform is suitable for all companies, from mid-sized businesses to large enterprises. Track website and app usage to gain a holistic view of team management. What makes it special is its integration with other applications, allowing you to track all activities from one centralized place. Plus, employees have control over what is being tracked with just the press of a button. Try Notch HR Time Tracker today and elevate your team's productivity and work-life balance to new heights.
Hello, good afternoon again.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining the session. To our listeners, thank you so much for joining the session. For those who are here with us at the moment, we're going to give another 10 seconds for people to join in. Please give us some time. Just want more people to join in, so we're just going to give about 10 to 15 seconds to have more of them on this call.
Finding top talent can be a needle in haystack hunt, leaving hiring managers drowning in resumes. But what if there was a better way? Introducing Notch HR Recruitment, the all-in-one solution that streamlines your hiring process. With Notch HR, creating and posting jobs is a breeze. Just a few clicks and you're attracting top talent. But it doesn't stop there. Discover pre-qualified candidates and save time with Notch HR's talent pool. Build your pipeline, save promising profiles for future opportunities. Manage and move candidates through each stage of the hiring process all in one place. Complete onboarding tasks quickly and efficiently. Welcome email and IT checklists set new hires up for success. And when it's time to say goodbye, Notch HR ensures a smooth transition for departing employees. It enables exit interviews and surveys for feedback collection. From creating job ads to employee onboarding and streamlined offboarding, Notch HR is a 360-degree recruitment solution. Hire the right talent every time and ensure a positive experience for departing employees. So why wait? Revolutionize your hiring and offboarding processes today.
Okay, welcome back. So, I would like to do a brief introduction of our speakers. So I'm going to start with Miss or Mrs., which of them, please? Which of them? Should I call you Miss or Mrs.? I can't hear you, only your mic.
So I mentioned that leave the Miss or Mrs. Oluwatoyin is fine.
Okay, all right then. So, yes, so we're going to introduce Oluwatoyin Adekunte Akafo. Right. Please tell me if I did not pronounce your name well. Please let me know. So, Oluwatoyin Adekunte, thank you very much for joining this session. Oluwatoyin is the Group Human Resource Manager for Nordic Hotels Nigeria. Welcome once again. And Kayode Demola Obasan, aka Keda HR Guy. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining the session. Kayode is the HR and admin officer for C-Switch Group, and both of them are well-seasoned HR professionals, and they will be taking us on today's topic, which is who listens to HR, creating spaces for HR voices. So we're going to start with Oluwatoyin. Are you ready for us?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question will be thrown to you. Why do you think HR voices matter? I mean, we know we listen to other people, right? People come to HR professionals to talk at your place of work. I know you have employees who come to you to talk about stuff, personal stuff, work-related stuff, and all of that. But then, who listens to HR? So tell us, why do you think HR voices matter?
Okay.
All right.
Why do I think HR voices matter now? The pyramid has changed over time, and it has been from one situation to the other. That right now, the uncertainty has now become more certain now. We can rarely see anything. It's no more new when you have any uncertainty there anymore. There are several challenges coming. And when challenges also come, it comes with its own opportunity, regardless, right? And there is no better time, or there has not been any better time to listen, because the HR are the team that will support business in whatever challenge that it faces, regardless of the industry. There is no organization without people. There is no organization without its own tools. So it's not just about the human being, but every other thing that is a resource in the organization. So it's not just to listen to it. Increase the volume. Let the voice be heard. Let the voices, let it resonate with everything. Let it be higher. Increase the volume now, because it's about transformation. When you cannot, you rarely plan. Yeah, we plan, but those plans are flexible, because one thing is it the economy, is it the government regulations, is so many reforms happening, and the organization or industry itself is also changing. So the HR is the one that would drive transformation, that would help all the people and every other resource that the organization have. So it is pertinent to listen in order to have a better experience in all that concern the organization. So it is in the business interest to listen and increase the volume, so that it can be, it can hear clearly and to really understand what the HR is even saying. Every challenge comes with its own opportunity. So it's the HR leader that has that capacity, not alone, is to support every other team to see this new thing that had happened, this uncertainty that has now before us, this new thing, these new changes that we need to do. How can we position ourselves to change it, to change the narrative in our interest, in our favor? So to share insight, to share initiatives, to support the business. So the HR's voice needs to be heard clearly, loudly, increase the volume, amplify it, so that everyone can hear. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Oluwatoyin. So, Kayode,
Yes, please.
the next question goes to you. So, I would like you to tell us the role of organizations and HR professionals in empowering HR voices.
Okay, so first, HR is being known as for most companies, or let me say few, they see HR as administrative. I am fired. So to amplify our voice, HR should be part of the business. Now, that being said, the HR role is not just about the people, also has to embed the business into it. So HR should be empowered to not just focus on the admin aspect, the operational aspect of it, but should be able to roll out policies that are business centered to people. So that's one. Now, HR's win should be celebrated. A lot of times when HR creates certain policies, HR are able to retain certain staffs, they're not being celebrated. It's being seen as a normal thing. Yes, it's our culture. We understand. We are meant to retain staffs. We are meant to create enabling environment for employees to thrive. Yes, we know that. But when HR do certain things, encourage them, amplify the voice of these HR professionals. And also, like I said earlier, HR should not be seen as a support staff. Most companies see HR as costers. Your own is just to make money. My father does always say it. Yours is to just spend money. That's what you know. But that's not what we are doing. Our, in quote, taking off money from the company, in quote, like I said, is enabling the company to thrive, because it is when your staff are being engaged that they can want to perform. It is against staff can perform. It is against that resume liability to the company. So I can really take leadership by the company seeing that HR is not just administrative, HR is not just a support staff, and also companies should train HRs. Now, that was something that my former company did, which is leadership training, leadership and focus. So we highlighted certain staffs that we feel that could take, this is social plan, some social planning, that we feel that, okay, these staffs, though in junior level, could take an higher role. I'm sorry, training them. Now, most companies will not retain operation people, core staffs, and they ignore the HR. I said, HR will be the one to facilitate the process, but HR will not be part of it. I remember that my boss had to force them to be part of it. The MD did not consider Coyote as someone that should be part of the leadership training. Even though I was the second in command to my head of HR, who was a senior manager while I was in management training. Yet I was handling a senior management activities. So by investing in our good, and sometimes my former organization did was before now, CIPM was not part of course certifications that you can use for promotion. He had to inform them that MD, CIPM is not just a mere certification, it's not just one of the certificates that you can get off the shelf. No, we need to embed it into our policy and pay staff that have gotten it, pay them the examination fee. And that's how I was able to get mine, because they paid mine and I was able to get my induction and all that else. So invest in growth, celebrate HR wins, teach HR as partners, business partners, HRBPs, teach us as partners. By teaching HR as business partners, that means that the HR is not just focused on the admin part, it's looking at the entire focus of the organization. Okay, where is this company going to in 2025? How can I recruit the right staff? How can I, what strategy am I bringing in place that will help the business? Okay, how do we drive performance? This can be done only when HR are partners and not just administrative, and also trusting HR to handle big responsibilities, policies, being part of decision making, and not just the executives make decision and say, yeah, HR implement. The HR should be part of the decision making, and you will be the one to say, okay, this decision that you want to make would not, this decision that you want to, okay, this decision that you want to make would negatively affect the employees. So some of that's beyond me, because they may be focused on just business, but HR understand what the employees want, because they are the middleman between the employee and the employer. So they're able to manage those two critical stakeholders of the business. I hope I've answered the question. Please.
Yes, you have. Thank you. So I have another question for you. So can you give us an instance or highlight a case where an organization, maybe an organization you worked with, or probably a story you've heard from a colleague, where an organization successfully fostered HR leadership, and also what we can learn from what happened?
Okay, I'm going to take a cue from my former company. Now, prior to the time I joined, the HR manager was actually the company secretary who happens to just be there. She's just there alone. She doesn't have any HR experience. A layer that was brought into the company as HR. Now, the company decided that they needed to change their focus from a compliance and legalistic human resources to now having an human resources manager that could actually do the job. So my then boss was employed, who has who had 24 years experience in HR. And this man changed the outlook of the organization. Now I started bringing strategies that are human focused and not just about policies. Prior to the time he joined, they had they went to have an HRS that was just in the developmental stage. That was when I joined. That's why I don't have any experience at all in HR. I was made, but I was literally forced to onboard over 100 staffs on HRS. And within 6 months before my confirmation, I was able to successfully onboard all 100 staffs, 100 employees on HRS. Now, this has been in progress before now, but it was not implemented. So, but because we now have an HR focus, someone that is experienced handling the HR of the country, it was easy for him to understand, okay, this is what the people want, these are the policies. He changed it around and made it more organized, and that's what we did. So and also what they also did was that before now data was just handled by, and I think it was just she was a junior officer. Now they brought in the manager who understands what they want. So HR now had the voice on table. So HR was now part of the executive management. It wasn't just a junior staff. So he sat with the executive management and they discussed things that would affect the employees. So yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Over to you, Oluwatoyin. So, also, I want you to share a story where amplifying HR voice led to a significant organizational change.
Okay, thank you. I mentioned the voice just needs to be heard. And how can we also present it? There is one radio station I love that I have over time understood the leadership. I mean the management that I have worked with earlier and the present one. There's one radio station that I love that they understand to know, and the radio station is WIIIFM. All right. So I was actually calling them a radio station. All right. So it is about what is a need for me. And that is what makes a whole difference in sharing information to anyone in leadership at every level. And this has been what I have also learned and used with results. Showing a business case, every leader is here to support the business, and when they really know what is in it for them, right, they will be able to align with what you are presenting. I will cite a scenario in where amplifying the HR's voice to drive the organizational change. All right, so we had this scenario where we had struggle with, my pay is higher than my pay should be higher than what I'm receiving. Salary is one thing that is very, 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 very special, and it's everyone's interest, right? And So how do we go about this? It's also about leveraging with communities that you have, connection that you also build. Because most times it may not even be affordable to say, oh, I want to get data from the maybe KDNG or anyone, or all of these big data that will give you the exact figure. I know it's always a very, very sensitive issue when you say, oh, how much do you pay your people? Or even when we know that we are not competitors, or even when we know that, okay, it's an healthy competition. I just needed to be sure that I am paying you well, all right? So, and that's one thing about it. As HR, it's for us to leverage on the people, to leverage on our other colleagues. There's no one is an island of knowledge, and you cannot do life alone. All right. So one thing I'm saying to so many things at the same time, right? So leveraging on communities, leveraging on co-professionals to also in the industry around them. And another thing is to also be involved in the industry that you play. All right, so I had to leverage on the on my colleagues in the industry, within the industry, and also be from what's even obtainable in other places to know, okay, get the figure on how are we doing, benchmarking it with, also comparing an apple with an apple to see, are we, what kind of service do we give, what are our own clients, and then you can be able to see, okay, it is in what capacity can I do I just need to be, I'm not too bad, I'm not too good, let me just benchmark, or I want to lead, or I want to lag. All right, so those are the things. So survey was one of the tools that was used to capture, and as I said, if you send it out, so I need information like this. It's actually about connecting with those that really matter, building the relationship with colleagues, with industry professionals that you have to get the correct information. Because at the time when you do surveys, I will just give you a range, but if you really need it, the exact figure, it's to leverage on the people. All right, benchmarking with the industry. So the figures are, even when my people were asking for let's say 50% increment, and I could see, okay, yeah, they're not really doing so bad. Oh, can we just make benchmark it? And then so I was able to put up the results from the survey, and then putting it in perspective of, these are a class of people, these are the people we are competing with. Even if we say the people that we have presently cannot go, how do we also attract more talent? Should we need to have more people come in, right? And then so it's a few things. So I was able to get those information, leveraging with the people I connect with, and to present the scenario, and was able to implement it, right? So were we able to do better? Yes. Because yes, they were not leaving. It's not like it was a threat, but how do we really want people to feel? It's about what we really want to achieve as an organization. So on that basis, I was able to share with the management to see, this is where we are presently. We're actually lagging at the moment, but can we just step up to really benchmark? At least let us be competitive. So we are not just, even if we cannot, we can maintain our people. There's no place we've done, so we have other benefits that can keep them. But also, what if we will now need to attract more talent? How do we also become attractive to people? All right. So these are the things that I was able to present, and got those initiatives. I mean, increasing their salary with a certain percentage, which eventually it made them more committed to the job. They were when it's about money, people will you will see it, and the results will be in their productivity for the organization. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I always like the lead lag method. That way you know where you're positioned as a company when it comes to the whole salary structure thing. And if your people are going to leave to your competitors. Okay, so still for you, Oluwatoyin, I want to ask, what challenges do HR professionals face in getting a seat at the leadership table?
Okay, challenges. All right. So is there any challenge to get to the leadership table? We've already talked about this, that it's not a fight, it's not a struggle. All right. And as Kayode has mentioned, it's no HR is not for the faint-hearted now. That I like people is not HR. Better go and start selling ice cream, right? So it's no more that, it has gone beyond that. It's about what do we want to have? How can we support the business? So the challenge I would highlight could be that, maybe resistance to change at times, right? Oh, there had been a way we have always been used to. It's always a 10% increment that we just do across board, or it's always these are the challenges that could come. All right, but then when we are able to share our stories, to really make it what they would actually long to hear, will be able to overcome this. So maybe resistance to change, that, can we also do something differently? Can we, maybe it's a win-win when we supply this. So, but then if we are well prepared, right? If we are well prepared to say, okay, yes, I know that this is new, and I know that, for us to achieve this, we may need to part with some of our resources, maybe, some time off, some additional pay here. But when we are able to now, paint that scenario to say that in the long run, it's actually about us using, for example, 20,000 naira to achieve 2 million naira gain, right? So, when, it's just about us linking the from to say, this is actually what we intend to achieve, and will be the result, right? So the business leaders actually they understand numbers. So it's just for us to say in what percentage, what will it cost us, what are we going to get in return, all right? So what will be the results afterwards? What difference will it cause? What will it help us to do? What will it put us in? What will it be painting us to be? All right. So most time it may not even be just about monetary, but how do we also feature? What would our brand reputation be? So if we're able to put all these things up, so it's maybe like, resistance, but when we are able to, navigate to share that this is what we intend to impute, and this will be the process, and this will be the result. All right. And and one thing is about, if they are trusting us, if they, another thing is, can we really be trusted in some things, right? If we paint so beautiful picture and it cannot stand the test of time, then that could be a challenge too, right? But if we are able to say that we are we are people of integrity, we are competent in the things we do, and we can also communicate whatever we intend to do, it will really go a long way. So it's for us to really know how to tell our stories, know how to analyze how, what we intend to do, share it in a way that they can really see and measure the impact of whatever initiative. There's no free thing, even in Freetown. There's no free things. What will it do? And that's why I said that's the FM that I have analyzed, that the owners and the management love to listen to. It is about what is in it for them, what is in it for me. So it's about WHII-FM. So what is in it for them? So if you're able to really align whatever initiative that we are doing to the business success, to see that this is what it will do for us. So it's not a nice to have thing. So it's not that, I love to have my Fridays in a way that it will be easy for me. No, so it's not really about you, we as a person, as an individual or professional, but it's for us to really impact and improve the business. And then also to, I mentioned about leveraging on relationship with our people, right? At all levels, stakeholder management is very, very key at every level. All right. So when we're able to really know what does this person want, the standard it's about profit, it's about increasing the values of the organization, it's about increasing the employer's brand, it's about this is what is best for me. And then building the relationship, and then know how to manage that every of the stakeholders that we have. And the stakeholders is all around the people people, the owners, the community we serving, everyone, the government relations, everything that has an interest in the organization. All right, and then we cannot run from numbers. We cannot run from numbers. So it's for us to really know, oh, what will this do for us? How will it impact our business? So it's not just nice to have. No initiative is nice to have. None at all. What will it give to us? What will it address? All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Oluwatoyin. So we need about a second. We have a technical glitch, so we'll be right back. Just 1 second, please. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we're back. Kayode, this question is for you. How can HR professionals advocate for their voices to be heard?
So now, you already mentioned talking about presenting business case to whatever you are doing. So now, you should. So you want to say, okay, we need to have a team bonding. Now, what's the relevance of this team bonding exercise? So now, your voice can be heard. Our voice. Let me not use your voice. I mean, our voice can be heard by we in the world being received and saying, okay, this is the reason why we need to do this. Okay, I need us to have, let's say, we need to recruit 10 staffs, 10 employees, rather, 10 employees. Why are we employing 10 employees? I just want to employ 10. No, it should be we're employing 10 employees because we need to strengthen this part of our business. We need to employ 5 because of succession planning. There is JAPA in Nigeria right now, or there would be JAPA. That means that we need to get certain department. We need to move people from a department to another. These are reasons. Or you want to be the case for training. I present a lot of things based on cost to benefit ratio. What's the cost? What's the benefit? If we train ourselves, there's the currency. They say an MD said, no, a CFO said, if we train ourselves, the CFO said, if you train ourselves and the person goes, you have lost. Then we say, if we not train the person and the person stays, we are still losing. So it's just a simple case of bringing evidence, tangible evidence into whatever we want to do. Now, another thing is that HR should be practical, not theoretical. We need to solve this problem. This is how we are going to solve this problem. Not we want to strengthen our recruitment process. How are we going to go about it? And you're even presenting in a theoretical way that only HR can understand it. The business, your MD is not bothered about your theoretical process. You have to break it down to what he or she can understand. So, and the person want to understand the numbers. Okay, how would they affect me? So, it's about solving these life problems that could be understood. So, you are presenting a case of HRS, which is cost intensive. So, what's the benefits? Yes, it's going to cost the company 5 million, 10 million, but in the long run, our HR process will be optimized. We are moving from paperwork to digital. These are ways. And that thing is, HR should be persistent, but not pushy. We tend to want, now, I learned this from my boss. Shout out to my boss. Okay, my former boss. My former boss, whenever I want to present a case to the management, he's always presented, but Adeoke will not go to the MD today and next 2 hours go to the MD again and say the same thing. No. Adeoke will present his case. Adeoke will present his case in such a way that the management will understand that, okay, this guy is presenting this, and this is the reason why he's presenting this. So that is one. And also, Oluwatoyin mentioned this also, collaboration. I love HR Circle. Probably because I am one, and I think I have some pretty good networks. You can't work in HR and be in silo and say, okay, I'm the only one. I want to be an island. You can't. Collaborate. Collaborate with your fellow people, and also collaborate with stakeholders. She emphasized that. I think I'm not willing to probably emphasize on it. Collaborate. Yes. Collaborate with stakeholders. You know that, okay, there is an executive that is the main person. Yeah, maybe the number one person, but probably as an executive. You probably have to probably pitch your idea to that executive first before you then go forward with other ones. I think we can move on from there for now.
All right. Thank you very much. So, Oluwatoyin, back to you. So, we would like you to tell us why so many HR professionals feel unheard or undervalued. If HR is essential to shaping workplace culture, why do these professionals or HR professionals feel unheard or undervalued? I mean, we all know HR is very important in an organization and helps with shaping the culture of an organization. But after putting in all this work, everything to ensure that the organization is fine and doing well, and the brand, people out there love the organization, why do they still feel undervalued or unheard?
Okay. All right. So her roles is to shape the culture of the organization, and why do we feel unheard or undervalued? Right. Having taken the fact that we have gone beyond, it's no more just about the operation, we are now in the business, right? And feeling undervalued, could be as a result of the place we actually work. I mean, in terms of, it's not your own. So you still have a leader, you still have whoever, the CEO, the MD, and whoever drives the organization, right, at that level. So a place to feel, a place where feeling undervalued or unheard could be, oh, yes, I am to provide support, I am to provide recommendation, I am to advise, I'm to play an advisory role, and even having, said, or having done all that has been said, and all that is being placed as options to increase the, to move the organization value forward is not being taken into consideration, right? As long as you're not the owner of the organization, there has to be an alignment. So it's about what the organization actually intends to do that we just need to do. So a place where you can feel, oh, I'm not being heard, is where where we are just having a talk on, I'm sharing all that needed to be shared. I've presented all that needed to be presented. I've shared the scenario. I've given the return on investment analysis. I've shared all that. But this, as long as it is not, it doesn't really, if it's not speaking, if it's not aligning to what the organization is about to do, in that place, the HR professional would feel unheard. Oh, have shared this, but then it's about to differentiate that it's not anything personal, right? It's not a personal thing, right? It's to just focus on, this is what I'm expected to do. This is what it will give us. These are the initiatives, these are the strategies, these are the things that I have shared here. And the only person that will approve, it's left to the executive, the CEO, COO in that regard to approve. So it's not anything personal. So it's for us to detach our personal feeling. So it's not just about, oh, this I feel having done all this, I feel unheard. So it's not about to feel you if we are doing anything, if what we are if we having done that, we align to the organizational, expectation or organizational goal, right? And we just detach ourselves, detach our emotions from what is being done. So it's not just taking emotion out of it. We should not have any emotional burden, right, in any way. So you have done our part to share, the good thing, the bad thing, the analysis, the scenarios, and having done all that, so let us just detach ourselves, detach emotions, detach feelings from the whole thing. First is alignment of goals. So if there's been an alignment, and I said it, there are so many things changing. It's so volatile now, and we cannot even, there's, yeah, you plan, but the planning is also as flexible, and it's just like, okay, what else do we need to do? Even having said this, having reviewed this, we still need to review. You still need to go out, still need to do another assessment. So detaching emotion. So it's not about feeling, it's about what do we intend to achieve? What is our goals? So it's for us to really, it's not about how we feel, it's about aligning. The first is to align to the organizational goals. So let's take off emotions, let's take off feelings, and then we'll be able to support the business, adequately in order to achieve the goal. And in all that we do, we can highlight it. If we have done anything well, if you do not blow your own trumpet, who will blow it for you? If you have done anything good, if you have initiated any if you have done any activities, and it's going well, it's giving you the result, share it, highlight it. It's a success story. It will help in the next one. And as much as as long as we are living, it's for us to invest in our own development. Nobody is responsible for it other than ourselves, right? Is to actually develop, to know, okay, what else can we do? How do we also build credibility? How do we also influence our people? Because it's in getting people to help us in doing the work. That is when we are achieving our goals, right? So these are the things that we just need to do. Share all the metrics, share all whatever needs to be done, link it. It has to be linked to the organizational goal. There has to be that there is a purpose in which it's achieving, right? And be visible. Whatever we have done, let us share it, share. If we do not blow our own trumpet, there's nobody that will blow it for us. And then as much as we live, let us also develop ourselves. What else can we do? What else can we improve on? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So I wanted to chip something in, right? So talking about HR professionals feeling undervalued, after doing everything they can do, to help the organization and all of that. So I want to give an example of someone. I want to share someone's story briefly who felt very undervalued. She worked as HR manager somewhere, and she always contributed to everything, advisory aspect, culture aspect, help the organization grow, advising the MD, both work related matters and personal related matters, and all, she contributed immensely to the growth of the organization. But then she felt undervalued. Why? They were always doing review of salaries for people, but never touched her.
Okay.
So you can imagine how bad she felt. Now she was part of the management team, but she was the lowest paid amongst the management team. She was the lowest paid. Now they bring someone, the person is coming to earn way higher. And someone who had left the organization whilst she was there, the person wants to come back, and the person is coming to earn about, let's say the person was earning like 200,000 naira when the person left. Now the person comes back and is asking for something even more than her own salary, and management saying, or the MD saying, okay, yes, give it to this person. So you can imagine how bad she must have felt and how undervalued she felt. And the truth is that when this person said she was resigning, it was a big problem. It was a big problem. The MD literally cried. And then, is it the salary? Oh my God, I will increase the salary. I will review it and all of that. But it was late already.
Yeah.
It was late already. So I think that's another way HR professionals feel undervalued. They put in the work, they help the organization grow. Just help them also, acknowledge them. Acknowledge them and acknowledge their contributions to the organization. Yes, I just wanted to.
I agree with you. In that, when you're having review, we talked about this earlier. Okay, we are having a survey to really know how we're doing, right? The HR position is also part of. You're also a staff. You indicate it there. Like I said, if you do not blow your own trumpet, you're also a staff. So it's just for us to be fair to ourselves. To be fair, we that's why I said we just need to help ourselves. We are not attaching any emotions to it. You have done the survey, this is the result. You had all levels, all positions. You're adding it to the questions, right? And the way you are sharing, you are pointing it out. If you've done this year, you pointed it out. This is the value of an HR. This is it. And then it is, let's say next year again, you're pointing it out. You're also putting up the claim of, okay, if we want to rehire or on each, having the risk analysis and then share to say, okay, if the cost of getting another person in each of these roles will be this X, Y, and Z. And you're also putting up did you ask her, was she having her own position to hold the reviews that she was presenting?
Yes. Oh, she used to do that. She did that. Sometimes she would chip it in.
Then having done all that, right? Having done all that, having done all that you could, right? There are some things that you do not have control over. And then as you're taking the right step, because you develop yourself, it's about alignment of value. It's about what you intend to contribute. Okay, this is my contribution. This is what you intend to pay me. I have measured and I've also, again, stakeholder management to really say, oh, having done this, before you get to the point of leaving, there is nothing. I've stayed in organization, I've stayed over 9 years, 5 years. So it's not about, oh, this person just wants to leave. You're actually having a discussion, and then you know how to connect with your owner, know how to connect with whoever you are reporting with or working with, right? To really let them know it's not just about me, but this is the reality, right? And then know the value you are bringing in, right? So it's for us to blow our trumpets. It's not like you are doing eye service, right? But you are actually putting facts and figures to it. So when the time comes, oh, this is the value that I have, and this is what I am worth, you are able to really tell yourself the truth. You have developed yourself, you have gotten, all this thing doesn't come cheap. Right? And then there has to be return on investment on your own as well. There has to be an investment, just to be truthful to us ourselves, right? And so they should not cry. If I was the person, I would give the manager an handkerchief to just wipe the tears. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oluwatoyin. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because maybe at that time, again, it's for us to also understand at what level is our organization. I may have rules, and this is what my organization can afford. It's okay to say I cannot afford it, and it's a thing of understanding, connecting to understand the business you support. It's okay to say that my organization may not be able to afford me, but they are in the process of growth. They are still growing. They cannot afford my worth. It's okay, right? But then I know that, okay, I'm supporting them to grow. If after all that I have done, and then I am letting them know that, and they will see something. I don't want to. You are a third party. There's something in between. Thank you. Let's go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much, Oluwatoyin. So over to you, Kayode. And please, we'd like you to tell us what tools or frameworks you have found effective in helping HR leaders drive innovation.
So first, it's always simple. That's simple truth. Now, to be fact, I got to know about Google Doc just recently. I'm used to Microsoft all along, and that was the day when the Microsoft of my system was not working, and I met my CTU and he said, "Why not that try? I'm Google Doc." I'm like, okay. I tried it once. It was a bit technical, but he said I should go ahead and try it. And I tried it, and ever since then, every time I do it now, it's on Google Doc. I was going to do something on Germany, and I just said, "Hey, Germany, I have an unfinished work on my Google Doc, on my Google Doc. Just finish it off for me." Guess what? Google Doc went to my Germany's Google's AI went to my document itself and made the correction, and the correction was on the top, was the top one. Like I don't have to now. ChatGPT will probably just copy it, will give you what you want, and you have to paste it. It actually went to the document itself. So, what innovation? You don't need big HRS systems. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that first of all, you can start with small. Start with the basics. A simple Google Doc could probably work. A simple Google Doc could work out for you. And that thing needs feedback. You could use a Google form to seek feedback from your employees. So, because you may think that yes, you are doing the best, but without quality feedback, you won't be able to know the actual thing that you are doing and are doing right or you are doing wrong. So that feedback is very important. And that thing is that test what you want to do. So you want to create probably like a reward system, or you want to bring in an HR system. Example, not HR. You want your organization to adopt Notch as one of the systems. Test it. You could probably just do a test run with probably Notch gives you a 30-day free test and test how your colleagues are able to adopt such system. So that's and I'm going to say this practically. There was a time my organization wanted to have my organization wanted to bring in a system, wanted to use auto signer where we're used to paperwork, so we wanted to move from paper sign authorization system, so doing paperwork from one table to another. Everything want to run everything to a particular system, to a website. So what did we do? What the IT guys did was that they initially started up with the management. I say, management, this is what we want to present. And they started presenting it by day. So they didn't just say, compulsory, everybody, you have to start using this. No, because the company has been using paper for about 15 years. And you want to move them to now, move from paper to system. That's a bit, at the change will not be immediate. But they were able to certainly gradually, decided by 1 month, and the HR was heavily involved in it. 1 month, 2 months, and then by the time I left, that was the only way that we were it was even used to the point of credit because it was a bank, up to credit forms, things that we used that normally we would have to have large files for. Now could that be done through a system? A director could sign off on the system, on the laptop, on the document without having to assign files to the director's office. So start simple. And also keep it simple also. Like using that same example, it was simple. And HRS system that was also adopted was also simple. We didn't try to get big ones. We started from simple ones, the same software that we were using. We started introducing it to the SaaS. So what frameworks? I mentioned Google softwares. If you are using Microsoft, for those that have Microsoft 360, they also are similar tools also. You are working on one, Outlook for mails, Google Doc, Microsoft Excel, everything can be all linked together. For feedback forms, use all those forms, all those Microsoft tools. You are using an HRS, don't just introduce it to yourself and say, today you must start using it. It's compulsory. No, we start as little as possible. And yeah, so these are some of those frameworks that I have used, and it has helped we as HR, and not just HR, the organization itself, to ensure that we're able to, as little as possible, like I said, innovation doesn't have to be big, you don't have to have the 10 million, you have to be next to one of those big companies that your startup, a small startup, like probably a company that just have like 5 stars, could use accessible tools for the meantime, accessible tools that they have to do what they need to do, and why they grow, and why they grow, and why they grow, they can then continue from there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kayode. So I have my final question for you, Kayode. What role does technology play in amplifying HR's impact in modern organizations?
Can I please repeat the question, please? I was started a bit.
Okay, so the question is, what role does technology play in amplifying HR's impact in modern organizations?
First, like I mentioned, I spoke about Google Docs that I was introduced to. Now, without the Google Doc that I would have been using now, which was what I was using, my work would have been super operational. Like what I would have done for 2 minutes, I would have taken it out. It would have taken me like probably like 2 hours to get it done. But what I even needed it for at that time was you guys need to have like two screens to work simultaneously. Now I have to be saving for Microsoft Word. I have to be Ctrl S be saving. But Google Doc once as long as you have the internet is auto saves. Now, now what I'm saying with that is that it allows collaboration. HR is able to use technology to enable collaboration. So you're able to, so I'm working on a document and I need my MD to correct the document. I don't have to send the document to my MD. I will just have to just share. Just add the copy, either to Microsoft or Google. Share with the MD. The MD sees it, he corrects it. I see his correction because it's sure that yes, it's corrected it. And now we can't say more than this. We're in the age of AI. AI enables you to now think strategically, as against you just doing the fire, which is what most of us do. You are now able to now strategize and say, okay, this is what I do. Because now AI can then do most of your grunt work. You are able to present data, you are able to present it, you are even able to reduce your workforce to a large extent. That's something that you like, now let's say you need a company that doesn't have that don't adopt AI would probably have to employ like 5 staffs, 5 each. But in this case, that with AI, you're able to cut down the cost of your HR departmental need to 2. That's the huge part because you saved the company cost. One person could be on AI and run most of your operational HR functions. Even with the normal Gmail has AI, like it's embedded in it. Even without you wanting it, just type A and it gives you the rest. Finish it up. So you are saving cost by reducing the number of people that you need for HR department. One HR officer could do the work of 3 or 4 when the person is able to adopt AI, and you're able to solve problems quickly because technology offers you the opportunity. Now, I mentioned the signage thing earlier. It was a huge issue. You want to sign with the director, he's on leave, he's not able to sign. But with the technology, with the website, and enables us multiple signage. Once one person signs, it's linked up with your email. Everything is fast. You can be on leave, you are signing. I was on leave. I think I was on leave last week, and I had to have an interview. I had to have my interview. I think it was for front desk. It was done 100% virtual. I was not in the office. I had my interview. I sent the report to my boss. Everything was done online. I'm not going anywhere. If it was before, I would have to come to the office. I had to spend transport to come to the office. The interviewee will have to come to the office. We have to come physically. Our brand now, because they didn't come, you say them because they are able to say, okay, this company is a technology-driven company. So our brand is saved. We have stronger EVP, employer value position. People are able to see the company as a technological company. So we are reducing costs, we are driving engagement, our employer brand is getting stronger, and we are able to solve problems easily. These are some of those ways that by adopting modern technologies, AI, modern softwares, I'm able to get it done. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Kayode. Hi, Oluwatoyin. So I have a final question for you. Why do you believe organizations must recognize HR's contribution now more than ever?
The question is for me, right?
No, not for you, for Oluwatoyin.
Okay, thank you so much. And now more than ever, right? And it's also increasing because everything is just revolving. HR is dealing more of people to check the culture. Is everything fine? Is everything aligned? How can we adapt to different changes that happens in our economy, within the government, regulatories? Everything all changing, and so changing rapidly. All right. This is, there's no more future. The future is here, right? And the workforce is also transforming. People now, if you put up a post, I work in the hospitality industry, we can't do hybrid because we can't even do hybrid because the larger number of our people are the service people, and any policy that would only favor, let's say, 10%, it's not really feasible, except we are just being unfair and to ourselves, right? So it's, the HR is at the center to actually advise on the different transformation that is happening at the workplace. So it's important to listen to the HR professionals to see what is possible. Yes, every industry say, oh, we're adopting hybrid. Oh, we are actually 100% remote, as per our business requirement, right? So it's HR that would be able to really check to see what is obtainable to us. What can we adopt? What can we adapt? What is it that we can actually, yes, we want to be agile. We want to really prepare that, we can get our people, keep them, and get our people, train them, improve, develop them, and eventually retain them, right? So the war of talent has increased, right? It's either you can either borrow, buy, or build. So which one do we want? These are the reasons HRs are important even more than before. Is it the Jackpot syndrome or the Jackpot? Which one? There is this high war for talent. So everyone that we are able to get, how attractive is the organization? It's actually at the HR, is for HR to build. So how attractive is the organization? Is it an organization that will have, at times you see, we see it on different communities, and then you will be seeing the same advert role, like in 3 months. I'll be wondering, is this role yet to be filled? Is it that the people are not available, or at times, it's based on different factors. All right. So it's because of the different. It's very, very, very expensive and high to get, the high quality people to work for you. So the war of talent ads is really high. But how do we stay competitive? It's under HR. So how do we ensure that we improve the employer's brand? We ensure that the things that we say we do and we are actually doing how do we put them up for people to see? How do we engage our people? It sits under the HR, and then now, people now take their health more seriously, right? So all these initiatives on mental health, awareness, well-being, it still sits under HR. How conscious is the organization about the workforce health, right? Having better engagement with them, and it will, it's not just that we just want them to be productive or to get the work done, but we are actually more interested in their well-being, on how, not that they need to go to the hospital 10 times a year, employee well-being, employee wellness, their mental health, that they can speak up, they can be heard at any time, they can speak without being taken as a culprit or anything. They can actually speak and speak up, right? They are safe, they are safeguarded in the organization, right? And that is not like, an organization that you cannot breathe. That's no more an organization. Now things have changed, that you can see great place to work. Is the organization now is the organization a great place to work? There is an award for it. So the competition is actually increasing, right? So even if you do not have that badge, but what are we doing? This also sits under HR, which HR would also undo. It's about the culture of the organization, and then how the organization can also, there will be challenges. It's the different. It is now, the inconsistency has now become consistent, that you cannot even say this is how it will be. It's now as it goes. How do we address it when the uncertainty now comes up? Right, so navigating the different dynamics that happen, is it the national, so many policies nationally, and then also, as even at the global level. So there are so many disruptions nationally, locally, even globally. So the HR plays very, very important role to ensure that the business continues to thrive, and then the employees, which are key, and then every other resources, right, are safeguarded, right? As national, international, you get the best when you have differences, right? So, and then is it in terms of getting to ensure that people you have different pools to pick on, and then you are able to also drive DEIB in the organization to really ensure that you are actually open to get the mix. So it's not just focus on, we only have this tribe, we only have this gender, we only have this demography. You have a mix of the different people to ensure that you are able to optimize the productivity that they tend to bring, right? And culture. They say culture heat strategy, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all that, right? It's which sits under the HR. When you see that the temperature is getting tense, how do we do? That's when you know that HR is actually important, right? When you see that the temperature is, go and call HR. It's really important. The workplace culture, building a very, very strong workplace culture makes a difference. It's which sits under the purview of the HR to handle the gbasgbos from each level, from the leadership to the employees, ensuring that there is a very, very beautiful, strong workplace culture, as an HR, right? So it's a situation that behind everything that we need to do, behind the success the organization needs to achieve, it is strategic. All these contributions are strategic for the organization to thrive, right? To even when there are challenges, when there are complex differences, when there are complex uncertainties, right? Navigating all those storm, building, when the storm is really, really tough, it's the other, you don't want, just keep calm, we will navigate it together. Building that agile and resilience work workforce, right? Ensuring that everybody is good. Yeah, whatever we have, this is what we do. This is what we have. Let's just remain strong together, right? And then without reducing the value that they are also bringing in, right? So it's really, really important. It's a strategic contribution that HR had to the organization at this time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oluwatoyin. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Okay, so I mean, we're meant to end this at 1 p.m., but this is past when the conversation has been so great so far. It's been very interesting and I'm loving it. So we're going to invite questions now from our attendees, from our audience. Let's see if anyone has any questions for our speakers, and then we'll just address the questions. Hi, attendees. Do you have questions for our speakers? I mean, they're here to answer every question you have, every clarification you need, and all. They're available. So get them now while you can, know, because they're very, very busy people. So any question you need to ask and any clarification you need, please do so now. Okay, so whilst we wait for the questions to drop, I want to say thank you again. Thank you for the contributions, the responses to the questions. It was very insightful. Thank you so much. I learned a lot actually today from both of you. Thank you so much, Kay, the HR guy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's good engaging with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you so much, Oluwatoyin. Okay, so we have a question here from one of our people. The question is, how does an HR individual overcome imposter syndrome? The feeling of not being sure he or she is worth the recognition being given. Okay. So let me give that question to Oluwatoyin. Okay, Kaede, go ahead.
No, I now, though Oluwatoyin has way more experience than I in this, but I'm going to say this because I have similar issues now. Imagine someone coming from a course that is not even remotely close to HR. That's me, forestry. Someone that happens to be a shoemaker that doesn't even know what the word H and R mean. Imposter syndrome was my second name. I had issues with it, but now what I said to myself is now I'm a Christian. I'm going to use this example, which I use a lot. Joseph in the scriptures was a prisoner, and it was called to go and interpret it to him for Pharaoh. Normally, thinking about it, he was meant to interpret it and interpret it and go back to the prison. But what the Bible said Joseph dropped down his clothes, he took his bath, and he went to the to Pharaoh. Joseph knew that, see, I may not know enough, I may not be worthy enough to meet Pharaoh, but I know what I carry. Now, going back to myself, I was a shoemaker, forestry, no experience when it comes to anything corporate at all. The best thing I did in terms of a workplace was 8 months as a farm supervisor. But when I came, I didn't say, Carol, you may not know this, but you are willing to learn. And within a space of 2 years, I had my CIPM. I became a very strategic person. Not just to my individual, but to the entire organization. So much that when I left, everyone thought that I was and they had to redeploy the child to another department. I was the one that they were saying, where is this guy? I had left to, I'm not in a new company. They were asking, where is this guy? where is this guy? Because I was able to mentally deal with it. I may not be worthy enough. People may see me as unworthy. But who am I? I know I'm worthy of this thing. So what I also another thing I did was to add certification. Now, one thing people know me for, aside from HR, is networking. I think I know a bit when it comes to networking. See, I can reach I saw a picture yesterday. I said, "God, you know these 4 senior HRs. How do you do it? You did it in 3 years." Because I have been able to mentally deal with it. So as HR, join communities that allows you to grow. It was when I met my guys, that I know my guys now, in October 2022. I started seeing things, I started hearing HR stuff. I'm like, so this thing is there. That reshaped my thinking. And today, wherever anybody is speaking HR, I'm there speaking. I'm there talking. Because I understand my job. I know what I need to do. I can speak it. I know the theoretical aspect. I know the practical aspect. I'm still learning. I'm learning every day. I'm learning through this platform. But I have been to improve my skills. I've been to improve my technical skills, my communication skills, my intellectual skills, my interpersonal skills. So all those things were what helped me to deal with not just imposter syndrome, but also this. And also, please, whatever room you are in, you deserve to be there. For you to be given the opportunity, you deserve it. So you are not an imposter, neither are you a fraud. You are worthy to that place, in that place. For you to be called to be in the room, even if it's just one person that gave you that chance, that person find you worthy to be in that room. So count yourself worthy. You are not lucky to be there. You have done something to be there. Whether your parents did it for you or somebody did it on your behalf, or you did it, you being in that room is worthy enough. You are worthy enough. So that's all I can say. But I'm telling you, you can go ahead. Oh,
Okay, imposter syndrome is here to stay. Let me put it like that way, because at all levels, it comes up. All right. So at any time when it comes up, just tell yourself, I can do this. I can do it. Do it anyhow. Do it afraid. Do it
yes,
scattered. Do it
yes,
without form. Do it.
yes.
Do it without structure. Do it anyhow. So at every level, I'm even saying. So it's not like, can I do this? It comes, but tell yourself that this is what I intend to do. So there's no impose. Don't. It's what you call it. It happens. If any butterfly fly in your tummy, just say that this is what I intend to do. I will do it. There's this popular eat the frog. Eat that big thing, that one that is very, very challenging. Do it anyhow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So you said just do it. Just do it. So do not feel like you're an imposter. You're worthy of whatever role or position you find yourself, and whatever task has been given to you, just do it. Thank you so much for the responses to that question. So we have another question from Badmus Jane. And the question is, how do we stay relevant in this field, especially when we have bosses who think we don't give value? We don't give enough value. So yes,
All
over
right.
to you, Luatri.
So you have a boss that feels you do not give enough value. If you notice, or if you joined us along the line, we kept saying, emphasizing on aligning with what the organization intends to do. So it's not about how busy we are. It's not about the things that we feel that is okay. It's about your boss. What is it that we intend to do? If the boss expects us to do something that will even take 1 hour, that is what is really important for that person. So we are not working in isolation, right? We are working towards a specific goal. So what does the organization, what does our boss really need us to do? There have to be a clear, specific of the thing that your boss require you to do. So if your boss needed you to do A and you have done Z, and in your mind you have gone through, you left A that was expected to be done, and you went to B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, your boss will be measuring you on the A. Have you done it? No. So what is the value that is expected? So ask. So it's about communicating. You do not really know what you intend to do. You need to work with what your direct manager, supervisor, or whoever to engage, say what are we working on, or this is what we intend to do, and then that is what you'll be measured with. So we have to do A. Don't stress yourself in going to Z. It's only when you have done the A that is expected, that is what is actually required at the moment, then you can do B. If you do C, that is when you have added value. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So thank you very much. When you give it a task.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I love what she said about when you added value, and I love that part. And the reason why it resonates with me was because I talked a lot about value. I'm one that believes that before you touch the, actually, I said you said before you touch the hand, touch the heart first. So you want to, and I love what you said about that priority. I learned that from my boss, who I was also reference. My boss always said, you are doing a lot, but you're not doing what you're meant to do. I asked you for this, you are doing Z. Yes, what you are doing is relevant, I understand. But I need to do this, and this is what you should do. So I think that most of us, we want to give value, but the value that the boss is saying is not what, and it's not what I mean. And also communication. How do you communicate what are you even doing? Are you really communicating it? There are line managers that will say, okay, this guy's not doing anything, but yet you are doing it. So how do you communicate what you are bringing to the table? Are you communicating it well? If you are communicating it well, then that would influence how you'll be seen. So hopefully, what I achieved in would help out a bit. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that contribution and response to the question. Thank you so much. So we won't be taking any further question because of our time. I mean, it's past our end time already. So I just want to say thank you again to both of you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the knowledge shared. Thank you for, every question responded to, breaking everything down in bits and, putting them in ways that we can understand them. Thank you so much for our attendees. Thank you so much for attending this session. We hope to have you guys again when we have our next live session. And yes, Oluwatoyin and Kayode, this is not the end. I mean, we're still going to have more sessions with both of you. We're definitely bringing both of you back.
Pleasure. Thank you. Well
Be the end of it.
Well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so guys, our attendees, please follow our speakers on LinkedIn. Oluwatoyin, follow her on LinkedIn, and also follow Kayode on LinkedIn. Thank you so much. So it's Oluwatoyin Adekunte Akapo. Please don't just type Oluwatoyin, please. We have a lot. Just one. He just wants Sunny. This one, just one. Also for Kayode, this surname is
That's
one. And you know what I like? Your surnames are unique. It's not just Kayode Dimola or Oluwatoyin Adekunte. No, very unique. Together, Adekunte Akapo. So they are not
one. Yes,
one. Maybe Dimola or
that's one.
Pastor, they are not
That's
two,
one.
just one.
Absolutely.
Thank you so kindly.
Just one. So ensure you type
Thank
your
you.
full name on LinkedIn and
Thank
follow
you.
them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Pete.
you.
Thank you all attendees. It's a pleasure being here. I do not take it for granted. See you some other time. Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Introducing Notch HR Time Tracker, your all-in-one solution for effortless productivity monitoring. Designed for all teams, it provides real-time visibility into activities, whether in office or remote. Our intuitive dashboards allow managers to monitor hours worked, project progress, and individual contributions seamlessly. Gain insights into productivity patterns and identify areas for improvement across your entire organization. Reward top performance with detailed analytic reports that show how each team member spends their time. Notch HR Time Tracker helps employees achieve a better work-life balance by providing visibility into time management. Our platform is suitable for all companies, from mid-sized businesses to large enterprises. Track website and app usage to gain a holistic view of team management. What makes it special is its integration with other applications, allowing you to track all activities from one centralized place. Plus, employees have control over what is being tracked with just the press of a button. Try Notch HR Time Tracker today and elevate your team's productivity and work-life balance to new heights.